So we're 3 hours from home, probably just a touch more, having a bit of a toilet break. Everything seems to be alright. I'm just going to get a drink out of the fridge. It's 37 degrees outside. The angle's keeping it down to 3. I really want to check is the boat up here. It's the first time we've brought it up here. Inflated, seems to be doing okay. So that roof rack I bought, and it was made for a Jayco later model with a flat roof. So each one of those brackets had to be modified. You can't really see the round of the roof. You probably can on this side. So you can see the roof is round rather than flat. So each one of these brackets I had to modify. Anyway, it's all holding together. Things like this though, this is where you come undone. Tighten this up. Okay, keep moving. Okay, finally after almost 7 hours, 6.5 hours, we've hit the dirt road that leads us into the national park. So we're just going to wear down the truck to about 22 and the trailer to about 26. Just something I recommend, highly recommend this. The ARB's tyre pressure gauge, but the one that's in smaller increments, so it's for really accurate low pressure readings. Okay, we're all aired down. Unfortunately, I can't take any air out of the airbags, the rear airbags. I'm just carrying too much weight. We've got over 300 litres of water, and probably food in the van for 2 weeks. This is called the gully, but it's actually not too bad this year. So now that we've done the hard work and we've got the van up the beach there in the high ship tide through all that soft stuff, we're going to put a bit of air back in the tyres, maybe go up 5 or 6 pound. But I'm just going to show you the compressor setup that I've got. So I'm running the ARB high output portable air, which I've fixed inside the toolbox, and then I've got a hose running to my fitting, which I can access externally even with the toolbox locked. The other good thing that ARB got now is this new fitting. It's just a push. I've also got a bit of multi-purpose hose, which I've put about 600ml on. Now that's because the end of this, after you've aired up all 4 tyres, it gets very hot. And so I've just fitted that to give me a little bit more length too, but it can handle the heat a bit better. Done. While we're in here, we might just have a look at the setup I've got. The second battery, that's primarily a solar panel battery that feeds the 600 watt inverter that we use to charge up the kids' quad bikes and remote control cars. That compressor there runs off the main battery. Now that twine pump, the shower pump, it also runs off the main battery. Got the switch for that there. So we've got an Anderson plug that comes in off that 160 watt solar panel, and that suits us fine for what we do. We've got a plug there, a couple of different plug fittings. That'll feed the fridge when we're out camping, and then when we're traveling I stick it onto the plug I've got down there, and that feeds off the main battery. The 80 litre Engel, it draws very little current, and it's a powerful fridge. The second battery we're using is an AGM deep cycle 120 amp hour. Finally we can get some air out of the bag too. Probably run them at about 10. It's a much cooler day, or cooler afternoon today. We've just come back from the creek. The kids are there playing on the swing. We're going to spend the afternoon while the tide's right with the old 235 Husky and getting some firewood for ourselves. So there we go, an hour's work, probably a week's worth of wood for us at camp. So not a bad effort, if I do say so myself. And Shell, as she does at home, has kept a nice tidy living area. Oh, and a bird must have just dropped that bit of timber. And the other thing that I want to show you just in a minute is we bought a double shower tent. Yeah, not yet.
Go. Go.
Wow.
No.
What's the fire?
If you get it past this bit.
Wow.
Good day. Wowie.
This double shower tent we bought. Now I guess primarily you would use this, I don't know, as a toilet shower setup. It's not what we bought it for. We bought it purely so that when this place gets busy, there's a lot of people, as remote as we are and as empty as it is at the moment, but it does get busy in periods. So this is basically the first room would be where you get undressed and then redressed after your shower. And then the second area is the shower area, which we've allocated. So we've got the shower head there, the soaps and whatnot. There's an outlet at the bottom, which I'll show you where it hooks up to the truck. There's also one on this side, so it can be a left or right hand, depending on where you want to have it set up. There's a door on this side, a door on that side, door in the middle. It didn't take us long to put up. It's from Spinifex. We bought it from BCF and Shell loves it. What I did, I got Tim Neros from Glyne to send me up a second hose just to give me a bit more length on how close the car's parked to the place you're showering. And then I ended up getting some hose link fittings, bought them online, come as a pair. Under pressure they don't let go, whereas I found the standard hose connectors weren't really up to it. So the pump I've got in the back of the toolbox, which is that guy there, I've got a switch here. It will basically pull the water out of the tail, which I set up coming out of the back, and the tail's going into a bucket of 20 litre water. It's collecting that. Come back to this end, and this is the business end where the water comes out, and you have look at the pressure there. That's that little pump pulling it from the toolbox all the way to this shower area. Stick that in there for a moment. The kids are now showering in it. So just put it on the floor. And I'll show you how to get your heat control. So you turn your heater on. Now with that heater, sometimes you can idle up if it's cold, if it's a cold camping trip or the car's cold. But we've been out getting firewood, so as you can see there, the temperature's not cold. So basically that on heater, one hit, that's a temperature that is perfect for having a warm shower over there. If you want a slightly cooler shower, you just go to a colder setting, and it's the bomb. We love it. So this is the third year that these Bunnings wheels have been up here, and apart from going down during the year, I've done very little maintenance on them. So we're going to take the rubber ducky down the creek, the 9.8 Tohatsu powered 3 metre Aquamarine Deluxe. Aren't we, kids?
Yeah.
Bit of close-up footage of the races. Sitting on about 22 pound.
How was that?
Is that fun?
Awesome!
So we had the Waco 50 litre on board the Land Cruiser as the second fridge, or primary fridge when you're travelling. So that dual zone 50 litre Waco, we had that 10 years, and it got to the point where we outgrew it. So we picked up this Engel 80 litre. I must say, it suits a family of 4, 2 small kids and Shell and I perfectly. We basically carry all our veggies, a few beverages, all the way from wherever we are until that upright fridge in the Jayco gets cold, and then we start to use this for veggies because it's a lot more precise than the one in the Jayco, and then eventually it becomes a drinks fridge after a couple of weeks of being in the one spot. So it's like Waco was something I believed in strongly and I loved. So we went from the Waco 50 litre to the Engel 80 litre, and we couldn't be happier at the present time. We've decided to run it solely as a fridge. It's set on 3 degrees. There's a cooler part, not so cool part, but it's all excellently cold. And Shell does a great job packing. She can get like 2 weeks worth of food in this 80 litre fridge. Some black cockatoos who joined us for dinner. Pretty cool. How do you want your eggs? Soft?
Exploding.
Thanks for watching.